Today's project is going to be a Penn State dog pen kit, and I'm going to be pairing it with a piece of Spalted Tiger Oak. I will have the link in the description for these pieces that you can get from Penn State. So let's get started.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
So this is a one-piece tube, so there's not an upper and lower barrel. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the blank and see if we can find a side that we want to use. And so I think I'm going to use this end down here. So as always, I'm going to put it on the blank, mark where I'm going to cut it over on the bandsaw, and we're going to go there next. The next thing we have to do is to drill a hole in the blank, and according to the directions here, it requires a 3/8 inch hole. So we're going to take it over to the lathe and mount our chuck and our drill bit in and drill a hole completely through, and then we will glue the tubes in. So we'll see you over at the lathe. So now we need to glue the tubes in. It's already been drilled with a 3/8 inch drill bit, and so we just test the fit. Looks good. So now we are going to apply some glue. Again, this is medium CA glue, and we're going to apply it pretty liberally around the tube, and then once we insert the tube into the blank, we're going to rotate it to make sure we've got a lot of glue around it. And we're just going to stick it in just past the end of the blank. We're going to wipe this blank off so that we can make sure it doesn't stick to anything. And then we're just going to wipe off the excess glue so that we can reuse our parchment paper. So that does it for this step. So next we're going to let this glue dry just a little bit. And then we're going to put it onto the lathe, and between the center. No, not the centers, but we're going to put it on the lathe, and then we will turn it, and so we'll see you over at the lathe. Well, as usual, I get ahead of myself, and I glued the tubes into the blank with medium CA glue, and I recorded it, and I completely messed up what I was going to say, so sorry about that, but the tube is glued. I do make mistakes, so I'm not afraid to show them. So the next thing that we have to do after we let this dry for a few minutes is take it over to the sand station, so that we can sand this down flush to make sure it's a flush connection, just like we do with all our pens, so that we get a good connection or a good fit against the pen blank. So meet me over at the sanding machine, if I knew what that sanding machine name was. I'll see you in a minute. So we're going to turn this blank today. Probably going to be up around 1400 to 1600 RPM, and I'm going to be using my square carbide cutter and my round carbide cutters to roughly turn the shape and then smooth it out, and then we'll be on to sanding. So now we've got it turned down to the bushings. So what you saw me doing was going back and feeling, and what I'm doing is I'm roughing it down to a shape, and once I get it close to where the bearings are, is I come back and kind of do refining cuts so that this is pretty flush with the bearings, and make sure that it's kind of tapered at the end. I like it a little bigger in the middle, and then skinnier on the ends, closer to the bearings. So now I'm going to take it through the sandpaper all the way from 120, actually 150 up to 400 grit, and then I'm going to change it over to my non-stick bushings for a finish. Now I have my non-stick bushings on, I'm going to take a little denatured alcohol, clean the dust out, clean the oil and grease off from my fingerprint so that we get a good finish from the CA glue. So we're going to apply it. So we have the lathe turning around 500 RPM, and we're going to apply our CA finish now. We're going to use 5 coats of thin CA glue and then 3 coats of medium CA glue. Again, I have a piece of tape on my finger rather than using a glove. You know, this is just, it's quick and easy, and the glove can melt where this tape, it does a pretty good job at of not sticking to my finger. So we're going to just apply a little bit and then run it up and down the blank, and that's our first coat. So that's our 5 coats, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take our non-stick bushing off, put our other bushings back on, and we're going to now micromesh it through from 1500 to 12,000 grit, and that'll get us a mirror-like finish, and then we're going to apply our plastic polish. So this Tiger Oak, it finished a little different than most of the other pens. I don't know if it's because of the grain structure. I'm going to see what some plastic polish does to it. I'm going to let this sit here and just dry, let that water dry off, and I'm going to apply some plastic polish and see what happens. And if I don't like the finish, I may have to go and reapply the CA finish from the get-go. So let's see what a little plastic polish does on this. I got a feeling I'm going to have to take it back down, sand it down, and then reapply the finish. Let's see what buffing it out does. It's better, but still not happy with the finish. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to scuff it up with some 600 grit paper and reapply my CA finish to this. I think maybe it just needs a couple more coats of the thick, the medium CA, but I'm just not happy with this finish. So but this is the way it is. This is a learning experience. This is the first time I turned this. So let me sand it down, and I'll put the bushings back on it. You know what? I think I'm actually going to have to go down even further because I see white specks in the oak grain. So I think I'm actually going to take it down to 240 and see if I can get these white specks. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not, but there's white specks that's in the grain of the oak. Yeah, it's still in there, so I just wonder if that's just the way this Tiger Oak is. I didn't notice it the first time I did it, but because I can't imagine it need to sand it past 150 down that far. So thinking maybe that's just the way it is. So maybe I needed to apply a little more. Maybe it's just I'm going to get the alcohol, and let's see if maybe I can get it out of there, and let's see if that's what it is, if it's just the sawdust down in the grain. Maybe I just didn't clean it enough last time. Well, so the white specks are gone, so maybe that's what that is. I think it was just maybe the sawdust down in the grain. Okay. All right, false alarm. So let's, now that I've got it to 150, we'll go and take it back through the grits. So I'm not going to bore you with that. So we have our parts laid out according to the instructions, and the very first thing that we need to do is press the tip coupler into one end of the assembly. Get it flush. Okay, that looks good. And then we have to fit the plunger assembly into the other end. Okay. And then we screw in the plunger into the other end. And now we can we can drop our refill into the assembly, and I've put the spring on. Whoops, spring came out, not a problem. And just make sure that it's, sometimes they want to sit down and they're kind of funny. So then we just thread this over, screw that into that assembly, and then there we go, it works. Very first time turning this pen. Now let's get this out of the way. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, now let's talk. Okay, so this again is a dog pen kit from Penn State. I'll put some stills at the end. It's finished in Spalted Oak, and there was a little bit of a challenge to not turn this, but actually to get a decent finish on it. This is my very first time turning it, and it had white specks down inside of it, and the only thing that I can think of is maybe two things. I didn't clean it well enough with the alcohol to get the sawdust out of the grooves in here, down in the grain. And the other thing is I don't think I put enough of a CA finish on it. You know, maybe it absorbed it really much. I don't know. But what I did do is off camera, after I sanded it, cleaned it with denatured alcohol, put the nonstick bushings on there, I put 5 coats of thin, and then 7 coats of a medium CA, and then 2 coats of the plastic polish. And it's a much more refined finish, what I'm used to. So I think it turned out really well. This is a gift for a friend of mine that's getting married. She's giving these pens that I'm making, this series of pens that I'm making lately, to her groomsmen. However, this is a surprise for her. So I'm probably going to wait until I deliver this to her to release this video. But I volunteer with her, or I did for a while, volunteer with her at a dachshund rescue here in Phoenix. And I know she loves dogs, so I thought this would be a great little personal wedding gift for her. So it's a, again, Penn State dog pen in silver, or I think it might be pewter. I can't remember, but I'll post a link. And it's a really nice pen. So I'll post some stills at the end, and I would appreciate it if you like this video, if you could, you know, hit the like button and share it with your friends. And then also, finally, if you could just subscribe, that would help me out greatly. So again, thank you for joining me on another project with Wolf Ridge Woodworking, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have a blessed day.